Hi, welcome everybody. It's Reno Improv Saturday night virtual improv show. We're really glad that you're here tonight. We're very excited to perform for you for our second week in a row. And I'm here with sensitive people. So as a reminder, these shows are free, but we do accept donations at renoimprov.org/donate. And we are a small nonprofit theater trying to make sure that we can keep the lights on through the pandemic and the weird times that we're going through. So anything helps. So let's bring out the cast of sensitive people. Woo! Good to see you guys. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Great. So Justin put the suggestion up on the screen. What are you looking forward to? So we're going to ask for you to type that on in. And I'm looking for something. We're all looking forward to the pandemic being over. We're all looking forward to the election being over. But what's something that you personally are looking forward to? Or maybe something that you look forward to every day, something small perhaps. So we're going to wait for that suggestion, and we're going to have a little conversation as if we were in our living room talking with each other openly about whatever that topic is, and then we're going to improvise scenes based on the suggestion. So that is the basic idea of the night. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Thrilled to be here.
Awesome.
There's a party in my closet going on right now.
What's that?
So there's a party in my closet going on right
party
now.
in there. Oh, but you chose to be with us, so thank you.
Yeah.
From Diana Martin, we have snow as our suggestion. Looking forward to snow. Thank you so much, Diana. All right, yeah.
Well, I would like to tell you a little story about snow. So I was born and raised in Hawaii. And so I didn't know snow most of my life. And when I was a junior in high school, I was dating this boy, and he and his family invited me to go with them on a ski trip. And so we actually ended up going to North Star in Lake Tahoe. And that's where I learned how to ski. And little did I know that I would soon be, well, not soon, many, many years later, I would be moving back to this area. And yeah, I never ski ever, but I know how to.
Right. Oh, go ahead, Vince.
No, go ahead.
Snow. I also tried, I tried snowboarding back when I was about 21, and I had some helpful instruction that got me to where I could like make it down the hill. But I tried it again recently, like a few years ago. I did lessons and I spent a lot of money, but then I wouldn't go practice afterwards. So I didn't get better, and I fell so much, and I like fell on my shoulder, and like a lot of stuff that like just wasn't fun. It just never got fun. It was just always like scary and uncomfortable. So all that money.
Snow. I remember snow, different type of snow. It's like when I was younger, the television set we had was an old television set, and it would get snow if you didn't have the channel tuned in just right, and you had to work with the antenna and the tuning knob and everything. And I remember like our favorite show would be coming on. I was like, hey, in the heat of the night, with City Party A's, come on. Get in here, kids. You, the youngest, go over there and fix that antenna so we can see City Party A. So I've been standing there trying to get the antenna to work, and then, that's perfect. Just stay right there. Don't move. So I'm not able to see the TV because I'm basically behind the TV with the antenna trying to, and like, okay, there's no more snow. We can see it. So that's what I remember about snow.
I grew up in Wisconsin, so we had tons of snow, and we did cross-country skiing there. And in Wisconsin, we lived across the street from a lake. It froze over solid, and then snow was on top. And our idea was we'd put on all our clothes, layer up, and then go ski, cross-country ski on the lake. And then I came out on a vacation to Reno and went cross-country skiing here in my shorts and a t-shirt in the mountains, going up and down hills with acceleration. I was like, where have I been? This is heaven, you know? It was just lovely.
Nice.
Snow.
Snow.
I remember in the, cop shows where snow, man. Hey, you got the snow? It's like dope. It was dope, man. It was slang for dope. And they'd be meeting in back alleys, and then the cops would come. They would raid them, stuff like that. And always the guys would have like leather jackets on, and then the undercover cops would have like they'd have leather jackets on too, beat up, and you know, they'd throw people on the walls and stuff. And I was like, as a kid, I was like, man, I really think that's cool. I think that's cool. I want to be an undercover cop and throw somebody into a wall because they're gonna do some snow.
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 If you could just stay right there. Just stay right there. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw you.
Ew. This is going to hurt after a while.
Well, you should have picked a more natural facial position, I suppose, but
Ugh.
I need to ask you some questions.
Okay.
What was your childhood like?
Can I please get out of this position?
No.
Well, they put me in the closet a lot. And that's why I still like small spaces. And do you really need me to talk about this?
Yeah, I think you should really go deep with this.
Okay. Well, they would have breakfast and I could smell it from my closet. And then they would have waffles and I would have whatever they brought me, which was often waffles with no syrup or butter. Burnt.
That's terrible. You know, Alice, artists are always, they have a bad story like that. They have pain in their past.
Well, I do feel like that's what got me into painting in the first place. Because I used to just, you know, take the crayons that were left in the coat pockets and I'd draw on the walls. And I couldn't see what I was doing, you know. It was the first abstracts, really. And sometimes when they let me out of the closet or when they just opened the closet to get their coats, I could see the light. I could see how the light shone and what it did to the colors. And it had meaning. Oh, this is painful though. This is painful.
I see the pain. I really wanted to emphasize that.
Oh. Yeah, right there.
Right there.
That's where I hold it. My massage therapist, you know, she works on this area, but sometimes then it affects my art and I have to paint. It's my life. So
your last piece offended me. I'll just say it. I'll just say your last piece offended me.
It was meant. I went heavy with the reds, right?
Too much red altogether. Way too much red.
And it brought up some feelings. It did for me too. I was angry when I was painting it.
I liked the anger I felt though. I'll let you know that. It was a level of anger I've never felt before. And you made me feel it. I felt that child locked in a closet feeling. I felt it myself.
You know, I thought that the mobs were a little much in New York outside the gallery, and they really should let the man keep his gallery. It was his life's work. But I felt that they went home and they felt free. And it was about freedom. It was about the freedom you get after you face what matters.
What's coming to you?
Yes. 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 I deserved some of that.
Yes.
I deserved it in my childhood, and I felt that you deserved it too.
I do as well.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Look.
Hey, couldn't you
Hey.
hear me?
No, I thought we were supposed to be in disguise, not like. I mean, we can still talk, right?
Look, we can, but everything's a signal. You know what that means, right?
That mean, yeah.
That means I go low, you go high.
Yes. Like,
You know that.
right? Like, get high. You go low, and then I go get high, right?
No, physically, location-wise, strategically. You got to go high. I go low.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So what you're saying is I gotta go up to the 4th floor, and then I gotta go get high on the 4th floor.
You got to go to the 4th floor. You go out the side window. There's a window cleaner harness over there. I want you to get on that harness, and you're going to come in through the back, and I'm going to crash through the front doors. Guns a-blazing, and we'll make the bust.
Cool. So one question though. I got one question for you.
Go ahead.
What I don't understand, how come I always gotta go on the dangerous shit? And you just always get to come out guns blazing at the right moment and be the hero? What the hell, Sydney?
It's Sidney Pepe. Look, Frank, there's a time when you will get that position, but right now you're not ready for it. I have that possession, and unless I get shot or taken out, I will relinquish that position. I will keep it, and then I will eventually relinquish it if I get shot, something bad happens. But until that time, listen, let's not argue about it. Let's have fun. Let's have fun.
Okay, so what you're saying is the only way for me to move up is for you to not be in the picture anymore, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, there's other ways too. Let's not go into that right now. One is you're a little too uptight. Relax a little bit. I mean,
what do you mean? I'm totally relaxed. Look at me. I'm super relaxed.
No, I got it. Yeah. I mean, you're doing better. You're doing better. Look, crime fighting is never that easy of a thing. It's one of those things that it has to be done though. And you know, I couldn't do an 8 to 5 job. I mean, it's just not me. And I like living a little bit dangerously. And Frank, I think you're that way too. And don't complain. Come on. I'll buy you a sandwich afterwards.
What kind of sandwich?
Whatever you want. Pastrami on rye.
Now, see, you always stick me with the pastrami, man. I just
Listen.
feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick on this relationship.
All right. Let's see how today goes, and maybe we could do a crapshoot or something on see whose role is which. I don't know. It's kind of like when I'm home, Frank. My wife gets the right side of the bed. I get the left side of the bed. We don't really negotiate that. It's just the way it is.
All right, man. I guess I can accept it for this one bust, but I'm just afraid of heights, and I got to get on that window thing. Thank God I got this disguise, though, so that nobody recognizes me.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not a damn person.
Hi, John. Hi.
Hey,
Good to see you.
hey, Millie. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. The tomatoes came in. You have to stop by and take a bag of tomatoes.
Oh, cool. Cool. Hey, I know this may be, me sort of like jumping on things before things happen, but I want to go ahead and do that. It's like when winter gets here, can I use your snow blower?
My snowblower?
Your snow blower.
Well, you'll actually have to ask. You'll have to ask Todd because it doesn't belong to me. I borrowed it from Todd years ago, and it's just I've kept it. I've kept it in my garage, but it doesn't belong to me. You'll have to ask Todd.
Well, did Todd have like two snow blowers? So he. Well, I guess I'll ask Todd. But they say the winter's going to be hard this year.
Oh yeah, it's going to be it's an La Nina year, so it's going to be it's going to be dry. You're not going to have a snowy Christmas this year. It's going to be sad.
Yeah, those tomatoes, that came in this year look really great. Those are great looking tomatoes you got. But I know you love the summer because of the tomatoes. I love the winter because the winter's when there's snowing going on.
Hey, Nellie. Hey, John. How's it going?
Hey, Todd. What's up,
Todd?
man?
Hey, just looking around. I hear it's going to start snowing tonight. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be the first snowstorm ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
First snow of the season. And then you know what? First snow of the season. Skiing.
Season. Man. Yeah, skiing.
Todd, I think Nellie or Todd, John has something to ask you.
Hey, Todd, I want to borrow your snow blower because I wanted last year was really rough. I only had a shovel and I saw that Nellie was like just blowing out her whole driveway and I figured I would ask her and she said that the snow blower belonged to you.
Yeah, it sure does. And Nellie, she drives really carefully. Have you ever seen her Lexus and it, no dents? And John, you have that Ford with no hubcaps, and I mean, you see my problem here, right?
I have the perfect solution for that. Nellie could just drive over with the snowblower and blow out my driveway. How about that?
Yeah, you can do that,
I'll
Nellie.
pay for the gas.
Okay, well, I feel like I've been the one who gives the most in the neighborhood. I'm the one who grows the most tomatoes and passes them out by the bushel-full. I'll remind you.
Mm-hmm. They are good tomatoes.
They're award-winning.
It is Todd's snowblower. So it'd be like you'd be doing a favor for me and Todd, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of...
Okay, I guess I can't argue with that. I guess I'll drive on over and in my Lexus, in my pristine Lexus, and I'll blow the snow away.
And my back has been acting up a lot more. I was happy to let you have it for a few years, but at this point in my life, I feel like I need my driveway shoveled, but I don't want to take it back. I mean, you see where I'm going, don't you?
That's what I love about you, Todd. You're so giving. By the way, Todd, my lawnmower. So, I mean, mowing season's pretty much over. Can you give that back to me? I've been having vegetables.
It hasn't been working.
Hi, neighbor.
Oh, hi, Betsy.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you, Betsy?
I just wanted to come over and say hello, and I just have a quick favor that I want to ask Nellie, because she's so generous with her time, and she gives us all tomatoes, and Nellie, you're such a dear heart. Listen, hon, I have a pile of leaves in my yard, and I would love it if you would rake those up for me. Be a dear, won't you?
Oh, well, I've already put something on my schedule. I'm already heading over to John's place to blow his snow away.
Nellie, why don't you do it for her?
So nice. I'm sorry, what's that, John?
I'm saying that Nellie should do that for you because she's got my rake. You can use my rake.
I guess I'll pick up the rake. Yeah.
Raking.
I didn't know there was another neighbor coming through there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we're back in the living room.
We are. I grew up in New Jersey, and we used to rake a lot. We had a lot of leaves, and we'd rake, and then our tradition was to go jump in a big pile of leaves
Oh,
and have fun as little kids. That was a lot of fun. As you get older, though, raking leaves is a lot of work if you have a big yard. So it became a thing that I dreaded before I moved away from there. But yeah, raking leaves.
yeah.
Yeah,
I will say,
I have a neighbor who she's really sweet lady. She helps me all the time, but she's gotten to a point, she's older and she can't do a lot. And but she and I, so she's so nice, right? But she and I have had, like, she used to have this, she loves animals and she would feed pigeons, which that's great, but they would roost on my roof.
Oh.
So literally, like, the walkway up to my door would always be littered with pigeon shit. So I went through this sort of very awkward phase with her where I was like, had to ask her to please stop doing the thing that she loved most doing, being with animals, because I was concerned, like, it was becoming like a health issue.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, we've survived it, but it was very awkward.
We have a neighbor who really loves feeding feral cats. So there's cats all over the place, and they just started like really increasing to the point where my wife was getting really fed up with them because, you know, once again, they're pooping all over the place. They're like, they own the place basically. And people walk by and say, hey, your cat's doing this stuff. I said, that's not my cat. I don't have a cat. That's the neighbor who's doing that. And finally, my wife got fed up with it. She basically started, she talked to the humane shelter to try to, move some of these cats out of there. So she did some live trapping of the cats. So it was like, I would say she was like Daniel Boone, basically trapping cats so she could, send them over to the animal shelter to give them different homes because we just had so many of them. I mean, a lot of cats.
Where I'm living now, moved in, and the previous occupant had apparently a very large dog who pooped prolifically, and just everything was left in the backyard. So I took it upon myself to go rake some poop, and I bags and bags.
Oh wow! Just raking in the shit.
And back to the rakes. I don't think I can top that. So,
all right, animals.
Okay, so
let's not put that in the notes. Let's just leave that out of the notes.
Okay.
It's just between us. We don't need to share
just the three. Yeah, just the three of us. It'll just between us.
Thanks, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a really hard day today. I didn't mean that.
No, I know you didn't mean anything by that.
I didn't mean that I wanted you guys to get fired. I don't know why that came out that way.
It's all right. It's all right. We all say things without thinking once in a while, and we regret it immediately. You apologized. It's fine. We'll move on. We know that you love working with us. We know that you would never wish harm upon us or like wish, for us to be humiliated and fired. We know that.
Not at all. Like, there's nothing. I never think that. I don't know why I said that. I'm just under a lot of stress. And I feel like I do everything and you guys don't do anything.
Okay. Yeah. So
to be fair, Jan there, I mean, she did the report last week and you had called in sick that morning and you came in on Monday with a tan. So, I mean,
but Amanda, that's not really what this is about, because we know, we're not going to go down that road of playing the blame game. I mean, no. Chelsea, just let something out. She didn't mean to say, you know.
And we're part of a nonprofit. We're here to make the world better.
Right.
So I really don't want to make Kelsey feel bad.
Right.
But I also don't want to let you be attacked, Jan. And I just, you know, there was that brief moment. It's there and gone. Poof.
And I don't want anyone thinking that, like, just because I'm the only one who cleans the bathroom, that, like, I feel superior to you two. Like, I don't want anything like that to, like, be felt among this, you know, in this group. I want you guys to feel like we're equals. And, you know,
well,
even though.
If I might say, I mean, not to point the finger or anything.
Right.
But, you know, I wash the dishes every day, and everybody in the office leaves their dishes in the sink, and I have to do them. And I'm pretty sure I've seen 2 coffee cups with the names Jan and Amanda on them in the sink.
Okay, yes. Sometimes I take a little longer. I take a little longer to get around to cleaning it. I don't leave it more than a week. I've never left a cup longer than a week.
Exactly.
No, and it's fine. Like, it's fine. I'm sure I didn't mean to say that, like, that I was accusing you of anything. I was not going there at all.
No, none of us were going there. None of us.
I just wanted to tell you, Chelsea, though, that I like to have the tea stain inside of my cup because I feel like it adds flavor. And when you get in there and you scrub it out, and then you thought
I didn't know that. I made an assumption, and that assumption made an ass out of me, you know. So I apologize, Amanda. I did
Apologies.
that out of the notes too. Okay.
This is an apology-free zone.
An apology-free zone. We're all, we get it. We get it.
Right. I'm sorry for apologizing.
Okay, that's right? I mean, we're good, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Just the last 15 minutes, we're just going to agree we're not going to put in the notes, okay? Just the last 15.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
I just have one other thing that I wanted to say. You know, somebody left some drips on the toilet seat, and I'm not going to name names, but I saw Jan go out of the bathroom right before me. So I'm saying
this is libel right here. This is not a thing that ever happened. This is absolutely lies.
It probably, yeah, I'm sorry.
Listen, I did get caught, and I mean, you couldn't see everything. I guess it was inappropriate. I mean, this is 2020. We're in a pandemic. I mean, do you realize the pressure that's under a man?
Well, first of all, I want to make sure that I understand the crime completely correct. I'm just a simple country lawyer from a very simple, small part of Georgia. So I want to be sure that when I take your case, like the last times I had your case, that we are very clear about what's going on here. Now, Jeffro, what were you doing?
I was under a lot of pressure. I was under a lot of pressure, Redbone, and Redbone. Let me just tell you something. I was going to eat a pizza. I was going to eat a whole pizza. That usually does it.
Wait a minute, right there.
I couldn't get delivery.
Hold up. Quiet. What kind of pizza were you going to eat?
One with everything on it, even anchovies.
Anchovies, mushrooms,
everything.
Italian sauces.
Oh yeah.
Red sauce, of course, right? Red sauce. You're gonna have some red sauce on that, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, now continue on.
Well,
I'm writing all this down.
With the pandemic, I couldn't get a delivery, and I just felt the pressure, and I was trying to relieve myself, and some of it might have gotten caught on film.
Well, you were trying to relieve yourself in a public place?
Oh, it was Zoom.
You on Zoom?
Yeah, it's where everybody lives life now.
But so you were at home and you wanted to relieve yourself. Did you go to the bathroom or did you stay on Zoom? I want to be clear about this. I want to be clear. I want to be clear about the law, about what taking place here.
I couldn't cut the connection from Zoom. It was important that I stay connected, and I did. And I didn't realize, though, that the camera had a roaming eye.
And that's where the charges are coming from. See, Jevro, you're not a lawyer. I am a lawyer, and that's why I get paid $2,000 a week. Basically take care of these type of jobs. Now, that prosecutor, and I know that prosecutor, he's a dumbass. I knew his family. I knew his family back in Mississippi. They're a bunch of dumbass. I don't even know how he got to law school, but so that's gonna be good for you. That's gonna be great for you because we're gonna just roll over that guy. Now, they're gonna be trying to say that you expose yourself intentionally. Now, we ain't gonna go there. You already told me that it was not intentional. You, for God's sake, were waiting for a pizza. This man was waiting for a pizza. He was not and had never, ever had any intention whatsoever to expose himself. If he wanted to expose himself, he would have exposed himself more seriously. Look at the video. Does this look like a man who is proud to expose himself? Hell no. Who would want to look at that?
Cut to
I know
the
I don't
video.
want to look at it. Say again?
Cut to the video. Back to live.
I think clearly people can see that this man got something wrong with him. Maybe because
You see him?
Yeah, the guy in the gold shirt.
Yeah, that's the one. That's our guy.
All right.
Agent 101, what are you going to do?
Well, I think what I'm going to do is, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I have no plan. Oh my God, I'm the worst spy ever.
Agent 101, did you read the packet?
What packet?
There's a packet. I
Nobody.
don't know what's in your packet.
Oh my God. How come this always happens to me? I thought I was ready this time. Look, I got the disguise on. I'm ready to go.
You look the part.
I know. I don't even know what part, but I felt like I looked like it. How do you do it? You're such a good spy. How did you ever, I don't know, like, were you just born this way?
I just read. I just read ahead of time. That's all I do.
What does that mean exactly?
I just do the homework. I do the homework.
Well, are you trying to tell me that I'm not, that I'm some sort of like incompetent person?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm cranky. I'm going through a divorce right now and it's really tough, okay? It's awful.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. I had no idea. I thought you and Bert were like solid.
Yeah, well, we've just been keeping up appearances for the kids for the last 6 months or so. So,
Oh my God.
yeah.
He was cheating, wasn't he?
He was cheating, of course.
Oh my
Of
God.
course.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for giving you a hard
No, it's fine. I'm sorry. That's why I've been cranky. I'm so sorry. I've been very rude to you.
You know, Agent 102, I just want to tell you, I really look up to you. You're like everything that I want to be when I well, I guess I'm grown up, but you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not a saint. I'm not the saint you think I am.
you are though. You do
No.
everything perfectly, and I am such a fuck up. Look at me.
No.
Like I can dress well and stuff. It's pretty like stylish hat.
Very stylish.
You know, man in the gold shirt is gonna totally fall for it. Whatever it is, I need to read the packet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All I do is read. That's it. And you know what? I've been reading a lot more in my free time.
That's your secret?
Yeah, having a miserable life. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a miserable life. Come on. You're great. I mean, you have so many things going for you. I wish I could be you.
You know what? We have never hung out socially. You and I have never just like gone to lunch or grabbed a coffee. Why haven't we done that?
I don't know. You want to go get a martini right now?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Cool.
I do.
And then on the way, you know, we can tag team the whole gold shirt guy.
Yes. You know what? New plan. We're going to improvise here. We're just going to make this up as we go along. Who cares if it goes the way that you know, central headquarters wanted? Like,
Oh my
you
God,
don't really know everything, you know?
You know what? I love improv.
Yes. Go with your gut, go with your heart. That's what I think.
Yes. Oh my God. And
Martini.
say yes and.
Oh, we're already back at the living room. Awesome.
We are.
The Man with the Golden Shirt. I remember that movie, the James Bond movie, The Man with the Golden Gun. And it was little, I can't think of his name, the person, small person that was, I hope that's the right way to say it. Good actor. He used to be in Fantasy Island a long time ago. He played.
Oh yeah.
He
I forget his name.
Yeah, and I thought that was an interesting movie. The guy had 3 nipples. That's how they identified him. And there were a lot of weird things in that movie. I don't know. I just
was that from the 60s? When was that? When was that from?
Robert would know. I think 76.
I think that's Roger Moore. So it's been from the 70s, I think.
Yeah,
pretty sure. But that's James Bond. So James Bond was sort of a strange show. So I only knew James Bond from like the commercials and stuff, because it wouldn't be until like the 70s before I ever actually saw a James Bond film, and it was with Roger Moore. It wasn't with what's his name? Sean Connery. It wasn't with Sean Connery. So that's all I saw.
So I've seen Chris Isaac 3 times, and he's gotten a lot older over the years.
I love Chris Isaac.
I do too. But every time he does a great show, but at the end he always puts on the same suit, which looks a lot like a disco ball. It has like silver patches all over it, and he comes out and the lights are shining him, and he goes in the audience and all that. So when you say man in a golden suit, all I can picture is an aging Chris Isaac, who I still love, walking around like a disco ball. When they go in the audience these days, over at the casinos, they have security with them too. There's been some crazy people grabbing at the performers as they walk around. They get pretty drunk. So anyway.
Well, that reminds, like your golden suit, I don't know, we're talking about kind of like crazy costumes, and it reminds me of Halloween. And then you're talking about celebrities, and that reminds me of when I was like, God, I think I was like 8 or 9. And my mom was like, oh my God, or I don't think it was my idea. I think it was my mom's idea. And she's like, oh, you have to dress up like Dolly Parton. It'll be And so she got me a blonde wig, and like we blew up some balloons and got this like, and I was like 9. At that point, our neighborhood had this like costume party, and it was a huge deal. It's like the whole neighborhood participated, and went up there, You know, people thought it was hilarious. There's no way that would have like been okay these days.
I had a more wholesome costume when I was in 6th grade, so that's too old to be, doing Halloween in the way that I did. But my grandma made me the best Winnie the Pooh costume from scratch, and it was so great. And I was like, so yeah. But it was like a little, it was a little babyish to wear that. I wore it to school and stuff. But I really loved it, and it was. Yeah.
I bet
very fun memory with her.
I bet your grandma loved making you that costume.
I hope so, because I'm sure it was a ton of work. Yeah. All right. Spies, Halloween, etc.
Hey, trick or treat, huh? You're a little old, aren't you?
Hold on there. We are here to take over this planet.
That's a good one. What are you, 40, 50 years old?
I mean, approximately 372 years
man,
in the calendars of Earth.
Man, you don't have kids with you. You're knocking on my door. You're by yourself, and you're completely dressed. That's a big sword you got there.
Well, thank you.
I have to say it's a very authentic costume.
I bet you say that to all the intergalactic conquerors.
No, I don't. It's sort of. So you must really like trick or treat, huh?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a treat. You may be a treat for us, but the trick is you guys have mismanaged this planet long enough.
Hey, I really like the fact that you stayed in character. I really like that. Now, I like to give the kids, I guess, a choice here. So I got Butterfinger, I got Mars bars, and I got Snickers. Now, Snickers have peanuts in them, so I want to make sure you don't have any peanut allergy.
Peanuts have a good source of protein, and they will help supply both of my hearts.
Okay, so here you go. Here's a Snicker, and my wife requires me to give you a healthy snack, and here's some apple slices. There you go.
I really enjoy those. Thank you.
All right, you play safe.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And
you've got 12. Listen. You've got 12 hours and 22 minutes left.
Okay. All right. I'll play along with you. See that shotgun sitting right beside the door? That's for aliens. Yep. So I guess you're an alien, right? So
I would refer to myself as an intergalactic conqueror.
Conqueror. Where's the rest of your people? You're just here by yourself?
No, they're waiting. But I don't really need a lot of people. We have I have a detonator, and I have the whole place wired. And you guys have not done a good job protecting your planet, and you've run it awry. And I'm here to take it over.
It's very good. It's very good. So you beamed down here. You showed up my house. Rest of your guys are where? Where are they?
Well, that's for me to know, and for really all you Earthlings to find out.
Okay, but yet you do have a bag, a trick or treat bag there. I see that says "Boo" on it. Very nice. Very nice.
We like to fit in with character. We do our best.
And then they stabbed him, and then that's how the story goes.
Oh my God, that is
of the stabby guy.
And that happened to your neighbor?
Yeah, and now it's legendary.
Oh my God. Wow, the 70s were really weird. I'm so glad that we're in better times now. Oh,
Yes, we
well,
are
that was,
in much better times, way
yeah.
than the 70s. Like,
Yeah.
so much better. Yes, you're so lucky because the 70s sucked compared to now. Really, it really did.
Yeah. Wow. I'm glad you survived.
Well, Kendra, your aunt is one tough cookie. Let me tell ya. Do you want to hear another ghost story?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go. One day, there was a woman named Tandy.
I'm glad you said Tandy and not Cassandra. Kendra.
No, her name was Tandy. And Tandy grew up to be a lovely little girl. Well, then an older girl because she grew up. And then she got a job. And then she got fired from that job. And she was very unhappy.
Aunt Sandra, I don't like this story. I feel like this is about me.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I can see why you thought that because you just got fired and you're very unhappy right now. I'm just trying to cheer you up.
Yeah, I mean it's like just what happened to me just recently.
I know it's kind of a scary story what happened to you. Your life just crumbled right before you. And you don't really know what you're going to do now. And I'm just trying to.
I have lots of skills, though. I have lots of marketable skills.
You do. I mean, look at that hair. It's gorgeous. Who could say no to that beautiful hair and those beautiful eyes and that sad frown you have on your face right now?
I don't really think that those are the qualities that I think that most employers are looking for. Let's talk more about things that happened that are like gruesome. That would really cheer me up.
Okay.
Like things that happened
All
in the
right, I got
70s.
another story for you.
Okay.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Tandra.
Okay, that's okay.
Tandra, one day, she fell into a puddle and she got her dress all dirty. And then she went to work and they fired her.
No, see, that's exactly what happened to me. Just like
No,
very less than 2 weeks ago.
No, you got tripped and then you fell into a big thing of mud. It wasn't a puddle, really. It was.
It's so similar though. It's so similar to the thing that happened to me that I feel like I can't like just think of this story kind of objectively. I'm like putting myself in the shoes of Tandra. I don't feel like this is not the kind of ghost story I was looking forward to. I want to hear about murders, like grisly murders. That's what would make me happy.
All right, listen. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Landra. And
Okay, 60 minutes time. Here we go.
Isn't wagon
man.
train on?
Huh?
Isn't wagon train on?
What?
Wagon train.
I don't want to watch Wagon Train. I want to watch.
Train.
I want to watch Mannix.
I don't want to watch Mannix. Too much violence in it. I want to watch Wagon Train.
Those are both ancient. Don't you want to know what's going on in the world now?
I don't want to know what's going on in the world now. Nothing good ever goes on in the real world.
All
I
they're
like
gonna do
TV
is
shows.
they're gonna get some company president and make him admit stuff. They're gonna say, "Hey, set him up." They're gonna set him up and say, "Hey, you
Yeah.
you put this in the cornflakes. You made the children get semi poison."
I love that. And then they get in the close with the camera, you know, and knock on the door. Oh, you thought I was here for a puff piece, but what did you put in the cereal? Come on, that's great stuff.
What if the tables were turned? How would they like that? They wouldn't like it. They wouldn't like it.
Hey, 8 o'clock, Dukes of Hazzard comes on. Let's watch that. I like Dukes of Hazzard, and
Yeah,
although they got the rebel flag, it's not racist. It's not at all. It's just a bunch of good old boys. Just good old boys. Never meaning no harm. I love that show. It's so unrealistic.
Where did they get the suspension for that vehicle? That thing's jumping through
That's
the
what
air
I
and
said.
landing.
It's so unrealistic. I mean, I don't know where they come from.
Though. I like that song.
I knew real hillbillies.
Daisy
Real
Duke
hillbillies aren't fun.
They're not real either. Those are not real legs. No real woman has those legs.
Daisy Dukes? Nope. No white woman has a ass like that. Nope.
God darn it. Good thing I want to watch Mannix.
I don't like Mannix. Mannix, I mean, he never works for pay. He always doing everybody favors.
Oh God. When you're an undercover detective, you gotta be ready for whatever. And it's of course that's not realistic either.
He's not undercover. He walks in and tells everybody that he's Mannix and he's a private detective. That's not undercover.
Let's look for something modern. Can't we look for something modern? Come on, George. Come on, George.
But it's the past. If we don't know our history, we don't know our future. Dukes of Hazzard predicted a lot of things.
All right, I want to hear this argument. Garrett, go on.
Well, police brutality. Those cops in Hazzard County are always after the boys for no reason. For no reason. I mean, technically they're supposed to be moonshiners, but after the first season, they sort of got rid of that plot thing. Now the cops just chase them because they think they're up to something. I know how that feels.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your takeaway? Let's from this we would say let's just play cops and robbers until we die. Let's do that.
No, TV predicts things. You ever watch Lassie? Watch Lassie closely.
Yay! All right, well, that does it for our show. I did want to point out some things. One is, yes, this is a pay what you can show. If nothing is what you can pay, then that is fine. But if you can throw a few dollars our way, that would help a lot. Last week was Katie Welsh's first show with us ever, and I forgot to mention it. And so thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining Sensitive People, Katie. And we were missing Casey Evans tonight. He had some internet troubles, and so we missed him at the last minute. So that was sad, but we love you, Casey, and we missed you.
Casey.
And
Robert also had been away for a long time, like a couple of years. How long have you been away?
About almost 2 years.
Yeah, so this is his first time back on stage with us in quite some time. So we were just really glad to have you back.
Yep. Finally, with the lax laws, I was able to get out of jail on bail. So that was good.
Grateful for that, for sure. And Lisa Schertz wasn't with us tonight, but she's also a member of our team. And also Kelly Dodge, who wasn't with us. But we definitely love and miss him too. So we have, who is here tonight, Lisa Woods, Robert McGrath. So, oh, my directions are wrong. Vince Salvatore, I'm Aurora Bowles, and Katie Welsh. I also want to thank our coach, Jason Sarna, who's just been an incredible coach for us and person in our lives. And so thank you very much for all your guidance. And it's just been really fun. And also thank you to Justin for running the show tonight, Justin Kavanaugh, and Lindsay Dobson for helping with publicity. And there's other people behind the scenes doing a lot of great work, keeping things going right now. So thank you to them. Tune in next week, and the next 3 weeks are going to be a show called Talk Show. So please come back for those. That's going to be next Saturday, the next 3 Saturdays at 8 p.m. We hope to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Woo-hoo! It's just good old boy.